So in this video, I want to talk about what type of ad is most suggested to run for local businesses, what works better than where you should do this, where you should do that, because eventually every business is different, and some businesses will be more better to do a video for, some businesses will be better to do a carousel, and so on and so on. Now, first of all, the main ad that you're gonna probably run for local businesses is the carousel, or the single image, or the single video. Okay, one of these three. Priorities are video first, carousel second, and single image third. What do I mean by that? If you can get a good video, okay, if you can make them create a good video, or if they already have an existing video that's good, the video can be anything from them explaining about the business, introducing themselves, talking about what they do, the benefits of what they do, or whatever, then that's going to be really good as a single video. That usually would work better than the other two, because videos are much more engaging. People are much more, they're much more responsive to videos. It just works usually better. Don't be afraid to split this, by the way. Okay, take all that I'm saying. Don't take it for granted, because you can. Split testing has never failed us. Sometimes you'll notice other things that work better, even though I'm saying something else. Mm-hmm. But again, the majority is that single video will usually work the best, and then carousel, and then single image. Now I want to talk about carousel first, because that's like the most complicated, the most complex one, and there's a very specific way to do it. So if you can't achieve a video, then try carousel. What's carousel? Carousel is basically an ad like this, where there's a few images, right? And the user can scroll through the images on their newsfeed, right? They slide it, they go right to left. It's basically more engaging than just a static image. And what's amazing is that you can put different types of images, which are basically different angles of the business, in one ad. So you can put a image of the team, you can put an image of them doing their work, you can put an image of the office, you can put an image of the map of the location. Basically, there's a lot of things that you can do. Now the copy that you see here is basically the same structure, the same copy that I teach in the previous module on how to write a good ad copy. So you got here speaking to a customer, you got here the pain, you got here the who am I, the promotion, right, the scarcity, you got here some testimonials, and really just taking the structure that I taught. That should be enough for you to create a good copy for your local business clients. Okay, so with that being said, what's important is that you want to be able to, when you're doing carousel ads, you want to be able to have everything combined to one card while still being able to change images. Now, what do I mean by that? As you can see here, everything is combined to this title, right? And only the images change. Usually when people do carousel, it looks like this. So maybe I'll just erase something and then I'll change it. There. You see, usually carousel has these cards, right? So you have like a title to each card and a button to each card, which is okay, but it looks much better and converts much more if everything is combined. How do you make everything combined? You make sure that all the titles and all the URLs of all the cards are the same exact ones. You see, everything is combined now. So you'll take this title and you'll basically put it in every one of these headlines. Okay, and the destination URL, again, the same one. And you have to remove the tick. Usually you'll see a tick here. When you create the ads, you have to remove this. And what will happen is that everything will be combined to one. Now, the call to action, what we like to do is we like to do learn more. We like to use book now. We like to use apply now. We don't really like to use sign up because it's like a bit more intimidating. We've noticed that it's a little less converting than the other ones. So that's just a tip on that. But again, the call to action isn't a big factor. Make sure to track the conversions. Here, this is a dummy ad account, so I have no Pixel installed, but usually you'll have track all conversions from the Pixel. So make sure to tick that, because if you don't tick that, then you won't be able to track the data, which we need to track to know what works, what doesn't, and so on and so on. Now that's how you'll work with carousel. With single image, I recommend to use single image if you can't use carousel. Usually you'll want to use carousel. With single image, it's going to be one image, right? And then the headline, and then the text, which again, the headline just explain about what they're getting, right? So voucher for, basically I already wrote it down there. I'm just going to copy it from there. Voucher from a SOS consultation exam and doctor report. Put that here in the headline. And again, same copy. Now, as you notice, it's they're giving a report away for $21, right? Consultation, exam, doctor report, finding, massage, and adjustment for $21. So it's not always about giving things for free, right? And you'll notice that most people won't be able to give something for free. Okay, most businesses don't have that option. Some of them will, some of them don't. So don't be afraid to, as long as it's not expensive, as long as it doesn't like go over like 50, it's recommended to do as cheapest as possible. Free is the most recommended. If they can't give something for free, then $7, $9, $20, whatever, because you have to make a bait. You have to create a bait for the customer to eventually arrive to the business. You're not trying to make money from this ad, okay? You're not trying to profit off of this $21. If you're trying to profit from that $21, it's a business destined for failure. You have to explain to the client that this is the bait to get the person into the to get the customer into the business, and then the business upsells, and that's where the value, that's where the funnel actually starts. So that's how you'll do a single image. Now the single image, try to create something, because it's only one image, you have to really you have to have a good image that really represents the business, right? So it can be basically the job that's done. So here it's a chiropractor, right? Or it can be the team, if you can show a picture of the team. That's why I really like Carousel, because you can show different angles of the business. With the single image, you can just show one picture. And video is by far the best one, okay? Video, if you can get a video, like I said before, if you can get a video of the client explaining what he does, or showing what he does, or talking about himself, or the benefits of what he does, in a professional way, then even not in a professional way, but not like amateur, low lights in a dark room or something. You want to have a good video. It doesn't have to be like a high-end filming equipment, but as long as it explains and shows the message correctly and the video is really good, it's usually better than both of them. But most of the time you won't be able to do a video, so that's why we like to do Carousel, and if not Carousel, then single image. So with that being said, I'll see you in the next video.